I'm broke the boss, I flip the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation made me live the dream.
So whoever was preparing your IFTA that year, they're like, hey, Mike, why so many miles in Oklahoma? Super Truckers. This one's about trucking back then versus trucking now. So some of the things that have changed in this game are, you know, not just operationally. We're going to keep it a little bit lighter, but just even like think about truck stops, man. Available food. Back when you were driving, what were some of your options?
The truck stop food. So for the most part, I would shop at home, and then I would have a fridge, the microwave, all this good stuff in the truck. So I would try to live off that as much as possible. And then once in a while, you would stop by the Walmart or whatnot and get some food and do it that way. Other than that, I think Petro had the best buffet.
What's on the buffet? Healthy food?
No, it's just like a kind of like old country style buffet. No, nothing good there, like for real. But you know, you can always order even stuff like steak and stuff, man.
There you go. But like, just think about now, right? Like some of these new guys out there, man, they got access to Uber Eats.
Yeah, that's I think is actually pretty cool because right now, first of all, if anybody is down, you know, to eat healthy and, you know, have a better life quality on the road, it's all available to you. Because back in the day, for example, we knew some specific areas and some specific restaurants that had good food and truck parking. I don't remember all of them, but like I remember like a few like China buffets on the road that, you know, that would have a decent food and truck parking and obviously reasonably priced.
Yeah.
But those there are like a very, very few and rare places because, you know, you're not going the same roads every day. So it's,
I know, and like imagine that for some of these guys, like there's like gyms now in some of these truck stops and all of that. So I don't know if you ever saw that.
I never saw that.
Is it because you weren't looking or just it wasn't there?
Both.
All right, guys. So you got that, and I don't know, man. Like out in PA, I remember they used to have these things that just come down to your window, and I guess that would be the AC and all that. So like, yeah, I don't even know if that's around anymore, man.
I don't think it's around anymore, but I think, and I think it was very short-lived. I also think the technology made that thing extinct very quickly. I used it maybe once, but then to even use it, you would have to buy like a window adapter.
Oh shit, for real?
Yep. So it's not just gonna fit into any window. So based on your make and model, you
have
to buy an adapter, and then you put it in your window. That's cool, but again, I only used it once. I don't know, like nothing to brag about. Now that we're talking about like good old days, man, I remember, for example, right now, like you got internet on your phone, like all that. Back in the day, like flying J Wi-Fi, which is crappy as fuck, man. Like it's the shittiest internet in the world. Sometimes to even check your email is a pain in the butt. But again, I don't know. I was when I started, you know, like we still didn't have those touchscreen phones, obviously.
No, you probably had the flip phone.
The flip phone or those Nokias, whatever those things were.
They're gonna know exactly how old you are, man.
I know, but and then one thing that I never understood, because ever since day one, I already had a cell phone. I remember the Nextel, you know. Click, click.
Oh yeah.
Instant talk or whatever it is. But until the days I left driving, one thing that used to always blow my mind away, a lot of people in the truck stops sitting on the payphones.
Oh yeah, that fuck man. Yeah, payphones. Yeah, for sure.
And man, like I'm like, who the hell are these people? Like, come on, man. If you're a truck driver, you making enough money to have a cell phone. And you know, like when I started, by the way, I don't think there was a lot of unlimited plans back then. So the minutes and everything else was still pretty limited. This is why maybe Nextel was pretty cool, because I think it didn't charge for the incoming calls or something like that.
No, yeah, because we use those as well, and then you just kind of walkie-talkie it.
Yeah. So, but again, to walkie-talkie it, you need somebody else with a Nextel too. So, and again, Nextel connection was pretty crappy. I used to go a lot to West Coast. So, for example, you take I-80 going west. Pretty much, you know, 100 miles past Omaha, you're in a fucking dead end zone until you come to Salt Lake City. Then as soon as you pass the Salt Lake City, you get into Nevada, you're out of network until you hit Reno, man.
Man, but right near Vegas, you're out of network. Convenient. Any good stories there, brother? Nothing to talk about.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. but Vegas was not my thing. Like Reno was more like it, because, by the way, like my first place ever in the United States where I came to Reno, Nevada. So I had some warm feelings about that place, kind of, you know, because it was like, man, this is America, you know, like with all the lights and casinos and everything else. Like, I haven't seen shit like that. I'm coming from woods, man. And so that was a pretty awesome experience. So, you know, Reno always kind of like was a heartwarming place for me, for whatever reason.
Yeah, you know, as we talk to a lot of the owner operators that come, you know, that on board with us and all that, you know, a common thing is kind of it's the rules of the road, man. Like the camaraderie amongst truckers has changed. Like back in the day, they say like, hey man, everybody used to help each other out as much as you could. It was a lot friendlier than now, man. Like,
I actually think a lot of that shit is bullshit, man.
So here we go. Let's go.
This is, you know, like, this is how all these old timers always say, like, man, back in my day, that nothing fucking happened back in the day, man. Like, fucking bullshit, man. All those heroic stories probably never fucking happened.
You were never lending your cell phone to anybody on a payphone, like.
Not on a payphone. Like sometimes, yeah, because, you know, somewhere to ship or receiver, I've done some reefer work. So you would arrive into the farms, you know, away from the cities and shit like that. And sometimes, you know, let's say I got, let's say if you have Verizon, right? Your reception is so much better than somebody with T-Mobile or whatnot. And there would be a trucker that needs to make a phone call, and, you know, he has a cell phone. He's just out of luck.
Yeah.
I never had a lot of like respect to the people on the payphone. I thought that's like, you have some personal fucking issues, man. Seriously, like, come on, man.
A roll of quarters and running your business out of that.
Yeah, and again, as a tracker, come on, you gotta, you know, call the shipper, receiver, because back in the day, I mean, they're like fucking.
You do everything.
Space age.
Yeah, because man, you sign your rate on, do everything from right here.
Yeah, back like. Man, I'm actually pretty old, because like when these things came around, and like to use it to the level that you can use it right now, that was like mission impossible, man. Like I was already out of truck probably around the time when the internet just became very available, and the first touchscreen phones, like a first iPhone and stuff like that, came out. That's when I pretty much was already out of trucking.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call. 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.
Oh, okay. So it didn't get you didn't get the opportunity to use it out there, basically.
I did get an opportunity, but literally probably a couple of months, if that.
There you go.
And then it was already over. Because right now, man, like you guys have no idea, like especially the ones that haven't been tracking back then. Man, that little thing is a multi-tool for everything. Man, you can email, phone calls, fax, you name it, man. Like this is your whole office in the truck.
Yeah, but I do get some guys that come through orientation, the part of the resistance on these bad boys. And man, like you got to walk them through it. And we're like, no, you have to pay attention, man. Like, look at this fuel savings. And like, what is that?
I get it, but I think it's most of the people, like for example, my mom, right? Like she has like a smartphone, right? Probably a pretty good one, but just unwilling to learn because you say, hey, just get this app, and all of a sudden it's such a big deal for her. Or for example, another good one like Facebook, right? I'm like, listen, if you would have like Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp or whatever, I could send you good quality videos, I could send you pictures, right? And she's, I'm too old. I do not understand those things. And like, no, you're not even trying. You're not even trying.
No, I know, because
you're just rejecting it.
Man, I know some people that have like older people that have like 3-4 Facebooks. And I'm like, man, like, what are you running from? Like, hiding from? Like, why all these identities?
No, because
and they just can't figure out the fucking password. So
that's and again, like I'm guilty of that too. Like I lost one Facebook account. I can still find it online. It's still there. It's open for public because I never had it like private or anything.
You just can't get in.
I just can't get in. I can visit it as a friend. but that Facebook account is gone because, again, like I don't know, maybe the email changed or something, and then after you don't use it for so long, you bought a new phone and boom, now it's gone because your old password is gone, and you can't do verify because the email have changed a couple of years ago, and like right now the same email I had forever, but like back in the day, like I went probably for a few emails. I had a Yahoo back in the day.
Yeah, I still have a Hotmail, man. Like,
I probably have Hotmail too, but like, do we have a login to it? Probably not. Like,
nah, that's like a fucking. I don't even know why I have it open. Just get like a bunch of spam shit, and
I think that Hotmail was pretty good. Something to do with Microsoft, man. To where you could have
like the Outlook thing.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. Nowadays, the email's an email, right? Like fucking Hotmail, Gmail. What's the difference?
But here we go. I think Gmail is actually pretty good. And like the Facebook, for example, for my mom, man, like she's fighting the system. Like somebody is kind of Big Brother watching over and shit like that. And I'm like, listen, mom, like nobody cares about you. Like nobody even know you exist. But she's in that fight,
Yeah, because at any time you could just cancel it all and
because like I'm also very privacy conscious, and I don't like the idea, Big Brother watching over my shoulder, right? But at the end of the day, like it's so much harder to fight that when you think about it. Who am I? Like, what am I doing? Like, what is the worst freaking thing I've done?
I don't know, man. Tell us.
I can't. but at the end of the day, like, what is the worst thing that I've done that would be an interest of like deep state or something like that?
Yeah, for sure.
None of that shit, man. Like maybe in my head.
Yeah.
Maybe I wanted to start a revolution once. but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, because you see it all the time. Like people like, identity and like this and that and trying to protect it. I understand that, but like, man, you go on any kind of platform.
We got you already.
Yeah.
Like even if we didn't get you on your phone, we got it on somebody else's phone. Everything about you. So like there is no way out. It sucks, but there is no way out. Like for example, I don't even know how to revisit that, but like there is some place on Google where you can check in and like see the information that we have about you. Mm-hmm. And man, like even like the Google Maps you can actually see your trips where you went. You can see at what speed you were traveling in certain gaps. Now that's probably
No, man, but that happens, bro. Like I would get in the car, the Apple Play starts, and it knows, man. It just beep, routes me right to work every day.
But
it knows when it's the weekend, routes me right to Sam's Clubs because that's what we do for fun. Go shopping.
so that sounds like a lot of fun. But yeah, and when you think about it, is that very that's not very cool. But I tried the other way. Let's say I would talk to my mom, and now I'm like, shit, maybe Facebook is really watching me. So I would try to log out from the Google Maps. Let's say, especially if I would go to visit my buddy Billy or Chris.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, man, I need to log out because I don't want the daddy government to see what am I doing? And then you log out, and your phone becomes unusable.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
And it's just such a pain in the butt. So you know what? Forget about it.
But that's my whole thing. Like, you think you're hiding something, but in order to go to that store, there's a lot of things that have to happen, and they know it all already anyway.
Of course, even like a credit card transaction. What do you think you're paying, for fucking cocaine? No, you're buying shit and paying using a credit card.
That's it.
And that's it.
I know, man. Even like that TSA fast at the airport, you just walk in. Man, what background check? Are they actually doing? I think it's about information.
I don't even know how that works. I see it, but I see people going through a fast lane and we're still being yanked.
I don't even know, man. I just
go with the flow. So
I just think, what the hell is the vetting system that because I know people have gone through it. And it's just fingerprint here. There's nothing major about it. No deep background.
Well, my fingerprints, for example, I got that shit fucking done as soon as I arrived to US of A, man. On the first fucking day, here I come, the little guy into the first port of entry. We got everything.
No. But for us, when my kids started going to school, first day of school, man, kindergarten, everybody's like, yeah, fingerprint. Just in case I lose them.
No fucking way.
Yeah, man.
For real?
Yeah, they'll do it the police come in, and it's kind of like a record in case of missing children and shit like that. There's a record, so they make it fun and shit. But at the end of the day, they got their fingerprints.
Man, but that's so for the people that are very and I'm sort of one of these people. I don't think the government necessarily needs to have your biometrics. However, my biometrics was fucking taken away from me on my day one. So, what am I fighting, right?
Yeah.
But for example, for somebody who was born and raised here, I think that's kind of that should be optional, no? Because I get it, you don't want anything to happen to your kids, but at the same time, if you live in normal area, if you're a normal family, and
No, man. As soon
you're
as
surrounded by normal people, you kind of
actually, as we speak about that, now that it comes back to me, man, as soon as they're born, boop, 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 and then you as the parent, that's
and that shit never changes. Because I'm thinking maybe for an adult that
no, that
stays the
I
same.
don't think
but
that.
For example, if you would compare my fucking fingerprints and I was just just arrived to this world versus right now, man, are these even comparable?
Yeah, no, it just gets bigger, and then as you get older, it'll shrink,
and then sag. Sad.
Well, yeah, man, I do remember that now. When they were born, fingerprints across the board for them, and then they'll put a thing on him, and they actually took my fingerprint too. As parents, that's your signature.
Shit, so
Look at that, guys.
Here we go. So we got you too. I thought it's just me, but we got you too.
Nah, yeah. So,
but anyway, going back to the subject, what else changed? For example. The CB traffic in the truck stops in certain areas, for example, man, I was blown away. On the south side of Dallas, was just spending night at the TA or something, and had a CB radio on, and man, the fucking people selling drugs.
No, just hey,
I remember green party supplies, white party supplies, and I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of fucking what kind of fucking party is that? Man, like and like I'm in my head, right? Like we all trackers, so like we all drug tested. Like who would fuck with that shit, right?
Yeah.
But apparently, like I learned that it's very, very common in the trucking.
Yeah, and it was probably just out in the open, man, because like who's even looking?
That's surprising because when you think about it, man, come on, CB radio. It's like it's a fucking you publicly transmit.
Yeah, but that would have to mean somebody's like launched an investigation and they're listening.
All it would take is just some fucking cop on the fucking CB radio, which I'm sure every cop has. But I get it. Like, it would have to be some sort of, because the government moves very slowly, it would have to be some sort of investigation for anything like that to happen. And then, another fucking funny one, like I remember Oklahoma City was always known for fucking hookers in the truck stops. And I remember I arrived at the truck stop, I parked, and everything is kind of like normal. And then the next thing I see a couple of fucking cop cars pull in right kind of in front of me, and then some fucking pretty good looking chicks running around, and then the cops running around and the dogs running around. And then we packed a few people up, took them away, and I'm sitting and it gets darker at the moment. And I see in my rear view mirror something flashing. Just like a little strobe light or some shit like that, like under my truck.
Oh shit!
So I got out and I'm fucking walking there, and that's one of those fucking cheap ass fucking stripper fucking high heels with a fucking with a fucking batteries and lights in there.
Oh shit! So you get the fuck out.
Somebody like the fucking hooker was already fucking gone, but like she lost a fucking shoe, man.
Did you take it, hang it from your rear?
No, fuck that. You can probably get AIDS by just touching that shit.
All right. So whoever was preparing your IFTA that year, they're like, "Hey, Mike, why so many miles in Oklahoma?"
But I know, like later on, talking to truckers and everything else, like Oklahoma City was always known for that type of entertainment.
I don't even know if it's there anymore, man. But like in Georgia, there's like a truck stop parking and all that right there, man, right around the fucking strip club. Mm-hmm. Like, man, like, but I don't know if I'd go in that joint, because recruiting wise took me there, but like, man, it smells like urine from the outside, so I ain't going.
Those would probably be the fucking prime fucking strippers.
All right, there you go, guys. Any kind of adventures that you've had, just share them below, keeping it lighthearted. Trucking ain't easy, so sometimes you gotta laugh about it.
Yeah, and have fun out there. Just make sure it's legal.
Yeah, or don't get caught.
Or don't get caught. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Make sure you log out of your Facebook, Google, and everything else if you do shit like that.
All right, guys, be good.
Take care.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.